sweet Stampin' friends. How are you this wonderful Friday? Are you ready to do some crafting? I have a really fun project to share with you today, but before we get into that, I wanted to make sure that I am showing up on YouTube. Looks like I am. So let me just real quickly kind of go ahead and tell you a little bit about what the video is about so you can see everything in the post there. Let me make sure I'm showing that on the YouTube, that I can see your comments as well. Guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me today for this week's project. I am Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. And this week we are going to be doing a really fun project with the Painted Christmas Suite. If you have not seen this suite, it is gorgeous, really pretty, beautiful Christmas colors. And we're going to be making this really fun little mini home decor piece. And so basically it's just on a piece of chipboard. And then I found these little 5-inch mini easel frames, found them on Amazon. They're very economical. And you can, I think I'll post the link for you so that you can find those little easels on Amazon. There's actually several people who sell them, but I'll share the one that I bought mine from. And so, like I said, we are using the Christmas season bundle. I think I shared with you before on another project how I've been just really enjoying these little label dies. They're so versatile for so many different projects, and they make just really beautiful projects. I am also too combining this bundle with the Christmas to Remember stamp set. I just think that the sentiments just go beautifully with the bundle. You know what, before we get started, I wanted to share with you the December Stamp Club because actually it is focusing on the Painted Christmas Suite. So let me share that with you real quick, but let me move this banner out of the way so you can get a better visual of these really beautiful cards. Okay, so in the December Stamp Club, I just wanted to be able to see so you can see all these really pretty different patterns that are in this paper. So we're going to be making 5 gift card holders and using that bundle and with that really pretty paper. So really fun thing. And they all make, like I said, a little gift card, little pockets in each one of them. This one is probably my favorite. I have it untied, but it's really pretty when it's tied. And then you got your little gift card pocket there. And then this one, you just slide out and your gift card pocket is right there. And then this one, you lift up and you got your little pocket there. And then, oh, this is so much fun. It's kind of like a little purse and then the gift card pocket there. So I'll tell you after today's project how you can sign up for the Stamp Club to get it. I'm offering a bonus for the December Stamp Club. When you place an order of $50 or more, I'm going to send you a bonus project kit that you'll use with your bundle to make this really fun little tag box and 6 different tags. And you'll also you'll receive a package of the Simply Elegant trim to be able to use on your tags. So let's get into today's project. It's a lot of fun. So as you know, if you're on my email newsletter list, I have a PDF tutorial that you can print out and have all the supplies that I used and all the measurements and some pictures to help you put your project together. So let me hop over here back to YouTube so I can see your comments as you hop on. If you are on, say hello so I know who's on here with me. Okay, you ready for the project? It is so fun, and we're going to make it with holiday theme, but I'm going to show you afterwards. I'm going to show you one that's not holiday theme. So it's going to be really, really cool. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take a piece of chipboard. You know that stuff, that backing that you have in your packages? You can just take that, cut it down to 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then we're going to take a piece of the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. This measures 4 1/4 by 5.5, and I am just going to glue my chipboard onto the back of that paper. That's how we're going to get started. So I'm just going to put some glue here, get that nice and glued up, and then center it the best I can. However, because we are going to be folding this in, if it's a little off, it's okay. Now there's 2 different ways that you can do this. You can cut off at an angle if you're really good at it. I'm not. I can't seem to get my angle correct. And then that way you don't have all that bulk here in the corner. But what I'm going to do for today is I'm just going to fold over my corners and glue them down let's go ahead and get that. And so you know what, I'm gonna get a piece of scrap paper because this is gonna get a little bit gluey today. Grab my bone folder. I'm gonna do the same thing for all 4 corners. Just kind of put a little dab of glue. That one going. Yeah, it's kind of oozing glue everywhere. That's okay, that's why we got our scrap paper. All right, one more. Once I have my corners done, then what I want to do is I'm going to do each of the sides. So we're going to add a little bit of glue along the edge here, each of these edges, and we're just going to fold over the sides. Now I'm going to need some help from my bone folder to kind of help me really get this nice and crisp and get it to adhere well. It may take a few tries. Do this side. I think I forgot a piece when I was prepping, so I'm going to need to do that real quick. Kind of craft on the go here. All right, one more. And then I'm going to go grab my cutter and that cardstock. All right, so now that I have that all done, let me go ahead and grab that piece. I guess I forgot it. Yeah, I don't see it. Hold on. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a piece of soft seafoam on the back so that I can cover all those raw edges. And this is going, when I cut it, I need to cut it to 3 3/8, which I think that's already where it's at. So 3 3/8, and then we're going to do 4 5/8. Oops. There we go. That's what I needed to do. That's what I'm missing. Let's see. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to glue this on to the back there so I can cover those seams. You can also too use this as a little place to write a note or stamp a sentiment before you glue it on. But just see how that covers that real nicely and gives it a nice clean edge on finish on the back. All right, so now that we've got that done, we're going to do the decorating. So we're going to take, let's go ahead and get our stamping done. Let's see, I'm going to take a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and let's go ahead and I'm going to start with the Evening Evergreen. So with the Evening Evergreen, I am going to stamp my little holly leaves here. A little bit more. And then I want to stamp, let's see, I'm going to use Early Espresso. And for the Early Espresso, I'm going to stamp my little twig right there. I think I'm done with the Early Espresso. And then the berries in the Real Red. And so I'm just taking the stamps that are in the Christmas season stamp set. Now with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up each of these little berries with the tips of the twig. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is we'll just use the dies that are in the die set and we're going to cut them out. Now I have already done that for us to kind of help us out a little bit, kind of a little movie magic. Go ahead and get that done for us. Next I want to do is I am going to take a scalloped rectangle from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I went ahead and I cut that out. And then I'm going to go back to my not Early Espresso, what is this? This is the Evening Evergreen ink, and I'm going to stamp this really pretty leaf. I'm going to stamp it full ink, but then we're going to do what's called stamping off. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on scrap paper to kind of get rid of some of that extra ink, and then we're going to stamp again onto our rectangle here. And so that gives it a really pretty light color. And this is a great way, Stampin' Off is a way that you can actually get two different color tones from the same ink pad so that you don't have the full intensity and you want something a little bit lighter. So you don't have to own a whole bunch of ink pads to be able to complete a project. Okay, so I think I'm done with my scrap paper. So let me go ahead and get this back into view. So we have all our elements here. Next, what I'm going to do is I die cut out a stitched rectangle with the stitched rectangle dies. However, if you don't have those dies or you don't want to use that, you can actually substitute it out and just cut a 2 5/8 by 4-inch rectangle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my scalloped rectangle onto the stitched one. All right, and then what I want to do next is I'm going to take there's actually two sizes on these holly leaves. I'm going to take the longer one and I'm going to glue it here in the upper left corner. And a little glue. Kind of have it a little bit hanging off, just a smidge. And then with my berries, I want the berries to actually stick up just a little bit. So I'm going to use a dimensional and I'm going to have the berries kind of meeting where the tip of the holly leaf is. And then I want my other holly leaf to go here in the corner. But before I do that, I want to stamp my sentiment. So I'm going to get the sentiment. Now remember, I'm using the Christmas to Remember sentiments for to do my stamping or my sentiment stamping. So this one says, friends like you make this season special. Now you can stamp like I'm doing right now after you've glued everything, or you can stamp before. Either one will work. Just going to get that on there, but I want to allow a little bit in the corner so I can add that other holly leaf. There we go. Now we're all done. Okay, so now I'm going to take the other holly leaf, just pop it on with a little dimensional here in the corner, and then I'm going to add dimensionals onto the back here so that we can pop it up onto our little picture base. Okay, let's go ahead, just line that up right here. And then one last thing I want to do is I want to add a linen bow, and I'm just going to glue that on with a little glue dot. Roll that up. Isn't that so pretty? And you know, actually now that I'm looking at it, would this not, I think this would be so cute to do like for a little holiday or like a holiday sit down dinner. If you were to rotate it, like make it landscape and maybe move some of the elements over, you could do like your sentiment going this way, or you could write a little message or have their name. This would be so cool for like a wedding or a really, really nice dinner. So that is using the Painted Christmas Suite. I wanted to show you though, this same design or very similar, but using, I think it uses the Forever Fern and in a way that is not holiday. So I thought this was really, really pretty. And so you have different ways that you can use this, you can do this design, this little mini, little home decor piece, and have a lot of fun with it. A lot of opportunities, a lot of design, really fun designs that you can make with it. Now, I wanted to share with you about using the Painted Christmas, but in a non-holiday way. You're like, what? I'm like, yeah, seriously. You can actually take this set and make it into something that is not holiday. So this card was actually made by Rhonda Wade, and I just thought it was beautiful how she just used the same exact stamps, but she blended them with colors and designs that are not holiday. So I loved what she did with this. This card is from Ange McKay, and she used the same paper. I know it's hard to believe. I can't even imagine. She used some of the little dots to be able to create a really fun little accent here. And then look, it's all the same stamps, but used in a very everyday way. So I thought that it was just really beautiful what they did with that. So I wanted to, let's see, share with you about, where did I put, oh, here we go. Before I leave today, because I'm not going to be with you next week, so I want to make sure that you have this information. As you probably know, we have a starter kit promotion going on in November. It does end in about, it's about 11 days, so not a whole lot of time left to sign up. But you can get the starter kit for $75 plus tax. It's normally $99. You get to select $125 in products of your choice. You get like a free paper pumpkin, you get free catalogs, you get early access. We got a new mini catalog coming out real soon. You get to order early from that, so a lot of fun. If you want to go check out that and get some information on buying the starter kit, then you can hop on over to my blog and click on join my team, and you can get more information on that. And you can get a lot of Stampin' Up! And team perks, so go check that out. Now, I'd already shared with you the projects for the December Stamp Club. Registration is open right now till December 1st. And I also we have Bunko, and I want to show you those Bunko projects real quick, because I just don't think it does justice on the pictures. But I just love, we are using, oh goodness, I can't remember what this is called. I used this in last month's Stamp Club, but just really pretty, just a gray little card there, and then a really fun little shaker tin. So I thought those were really cute. We do play Bunko online through Zoom, and that date is on Tuesday, December 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to go check that out, I have the links here in the post. And guys, like I said, I will not be with you next week. I'm going to spend some time with my family, and I hope that y'all have a wonderfully blessed Thanksgiving. And guys, no matter what your circumstances are, I hope that you will find something joyful in your life and focus on that. So guys, until I see you in a couple of weeks, have a wonderful weekend and Thanksgiving Day. Bye guys. Take care.